Hi guys, welcome back to Man Cave Models. A bit more being done on the Jeep. We've been doing straps and buckles for the jerry cans in the front and the back, the seats. You can see there, look, seats, and the straps on the back of the jerry cans here. Believe it or not, that's taken us most of this video because it just seems to take far too long. It's the size and drying times for this because of the size. But guys, thanks for tuning in and watching these episodes. I hope you're all enjoying them and you're getting something out of it. I am enjoying doing it. It's a bit of a pain because of the size, but I am enjoying it. If you are watching this, guys, like and subscribe, helps the channel. Leave a comment if you're enjoying it. Hey, look at that, I just went into an auto zoom. Oh, never done that before. But yeah, like I say, so grab yourselves a cup of coffee, a big cup of coffee, sit back and I'll show you how I got this far with the straps. And obviously the seats, I think they've come out alright for what they are. Right, John, I seem to be focusing over here. You want to be over here, look. Come on, camera. Yeah, so yeah, how we got to the seats and everything. So yeah, like I say, sit back, get yourself a big cup of coffee, or get your paintbrush out and enjoy the video. Cheers. Well, I'm not saying what I say, cheers. We're just going to go on to the next bit. So yeah. So just managed to get back in the cave, put everything back together, and I mean like everything. So it was ripped apart completely. Well, all the area that you work at, basically. Cool. Nice new windows, mind you, but you know what it's like when you move stuff. You lose things. You spend hours looking for other bits and pieces. Anyway, so on that, I thought we could start by getting the seats base coated, because we need to paint them, then let that go off, and then it was like working out what colour to do them, because I could be totally wrong, but I've seen with some restorations online, I've been looking at stuff, and some have like the brownish colour seat, and then some have like the olive drab, or it's not olive drab, like the olive green seat. So I thought I'd go with the faded look. So to do that, I'm going with Vallejo US dark green. You see that? US dark green. And there's the number there if anybody wants it. And khaki. Vallejo's khaki. Then now this is from their tank crew set, by the way. So there's some good colours in there for painting. Well, obviously US stuff, but it's, well, being the fact it's a US Jeep, I suppose it's oh god. Nearly ended up being a blooper there, but got lost at a senior. I think I was having a senior moment. Yeah, so I still can't remember what I was saying. No, totally gone. So what we're going to do, we're just going to get on and do it. So it's 50-50 roughly. A little bit more, I think. I don't want it to be too light and I don't want it to be too dark. I'm going to add, so that's 50, and I've got a little bit of AK's retarder. I'll just put a drop of that in, because I found yesterday you have to actually put my cave back together, and thought, oh, what can I do? So I actually base coated, so it's only base coating the back seat, so it's not too dark. and we'll go a little bit lighter and a little bit darker sort of thing with it. So, and I did do all the repairs that I needed to do, and then some more, believe it or not. The plastic on this kit is incredibly brittle. Like I said, I built the other one, and I never had one problem. Nothing broke, nothing at all. Same process I do with everything, and I didn't have any issues. This one, on the other hand, which apparently is a cheaper version of the kit because of the box that it came in, and actually, if you look at the castings on it, the castings are awful. This one, on the other hand, I've had loads of problems with bits breaking here, there and everywhere, so maybe it is just they've tried to save a bit of money and done a real naff job. So yeah, we're just going to do this. I'll just get on and do it a minute. I know what I was saying. After a bit of drying time, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's my dog. She's having a good old rout around in here, isn't ya? Hey? Yeah, you is, you little turd. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked with the dog. Yeah, so we've had a bit, give this a little bit of a drying time. If you can see, they're not. Yeah, well, that's quite a nice part for the seat, but that's just a square block with a few ripples in it. It is what it is. We'll make something out of it. So what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, not me, is, so we've got our mix, and we're going to add some shading and stuff into the creases and around the bottoms and stuff, just to darken it up in a few places, because hopefully it should look a little bit lighter than it does by the time we've finished. So this is a little bit, oh well, that's not dark, is it? That's dark, that's not light. But so we're just going to add a bit of the green that we were using, a smidgy of black, and this is, so this is Ammo Mix 3rd Gem Black. Actually, I'll put it in that one like that, and I'm going to add a drop of retarder because I don't want this going off too quick on us. Not that seems to be a problem at the moment. Well, the paint itself, if you're using it, seems to dry quick, but the it overall drying, it seems to take a little while. Add some water because I don't want this too thick. Put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. A little bit darker. You see how dark that is now, can't you? So that's our original colour. That's our colour that we're messing around with. I'm just gonna check it for a little bit more. That should be us. Now I can try it because I'm going to do the back seat as well. So our wet mix of dark bits has dried. All I'm going to do, I am going to dry brush on top of this. A nice big fat dry brush. Knack is all. Well, what I always do, I always start at the bottom. So if you've got too much, you're not going to see it. And this is this. So this first coat I'm giving it is the US dark green. So I've not. So it's the same two colours we were using, but I'm just going direct over the top with that one colour for a minute. I'm not being gentle about it either. You should see it will. So I'm not being that gentle. So I've got to do the rest, same as the rest, so I shall do them and I shall come back. So, I've done the rest. You got that one. I don't know if you can see that, guys. Alright. I should go take that off of it, 'cause believe it or not, although it's handy for painting, it's also pain because of the size of it. So all we're going to do is add a bit of the khaki to the green. Not loads. That brush, it definitely needs a trim up, just to lighten it up. And that I need it. That's an old, it's a bit knackered, that brush, to be fair. So do the same again. Put it on. I'll have to put some more in there. Start on the bottom part. And then you could do this other ways. There are other ways of doing this. I definitely needed to add some more I think I need a new brush. Try not to waste too much. I don't want to keep making up loads. There. That's better. Start with the bottom again now. There, you can see it now. We just do the same. Trouble is, I have got a bigger dry brushing brush. I can't find it. I still can't find lots of things. I've come to the conclusion I'm actually quite disorganised. And that's what we're looking at the moment. We'll go down a few coats yet as well, so you'll be surprised at how long these things take to do, because the kit size is quite a big kit. It just takes forever just doing things and letting things dry. Before we go to it, right, we're down to just the car key now. I'm just adding some light skin to that mix, only because it looks really dark, really the wrong colour, doesn't it? Yeah, sorry, only because it just, to try and warm it up a little bit, it's getting a little bit, but always do the back first. Well, you do whatever way you want it, but oh, sorry about that. I'm just getting helping the paint dry a little bit. It's taking forever. So that's our seats dry, and all I want to do now is just help them look a little bit grubby. Yeah, so what you've just seen is I've just painted in the screws, or whatever they are. They're all poppers, and we'll metallise them when we metallise everything else. So initially that's our seats done, which is cool. Nicely out the way. You might see that I've been working on off camera on some water bottles. To go on the side. So, and some other bits and bobs. So I'm trying to do little bits here and there because, like I say, at the end of the day, I don't want this video to go on for, because it just takes so long to do anything. I'd like to get this sort of finished without taking him months, to be fair. I know that sounds a bit like, it's not, it's just, it's the amount of time so I've sort of got to do bits, and then I want to sort of film things so you can see what's going on, but I've also, a lot of things are a bit awkward to film on camera because of the size of the Jeep. And some of the bits and pieces like this, it's nice for you to see how I'm doing it. May not be how you're going to do it, but yeah, we'll get. I think we're getting a nice Jeep out of it. So that'll be that on the seats, and we'll get on to the next bit. So after letting our seats dry, which I've done the following night, sorry, I thought I'd get on with the straps for the bonnet. Now, I'm not using the straps that you get with the kit. I'm not too keen on them. So I'm using so this is 0.25, sorry, yeah, 0.25 lead foil, but it's sticky back. Now if you put a bit of paint on it, it stops it being sticky, but it can work to your benefit. So if you stick out something flat, it will stick. And I'm also using gone over there. So this is, there you go, this is Armour Packs, well they're US buckles, but to be fair they'll do for what I'm doing, because some of mine on my kit, I've only got 6 and 3 of those were broken, so I can't really use them. So that's the buckle set if anybody's interested. Got to remember where the camera is sometimes. There, look, get quite a few. So all I'm doing is I've cut a couple lengths here, about this length, and I've added the buckle to the single length so it sits in the middle, and all I've done is I've added a little bit underneath the front of the buckle to make it look like it carries on. So if I go like that, can you see that? It makes the buckle look like it's carrying on. And I'm painting that side, so I just got to let that dry a minute and then flip it over and paint the other side, so it's just, at least it's got a base coat. Make painting them once they're on there a little bit easier. So that's where we are with it at the moment. So this, like I say, the seats are done. I've got the straps on the back where the jerry cans are at the moment. I've done them, just waiting for them to dry. Yeah, so we're sort of getting there. It's a little bit bewildering to be fair, because I'm at that point where I've got lots to do but it all take ages to do. So it like a few hours worth of painting. So this, I started this, it's now 7:30 in the evening, and I started this at 6:30. That's an hour, and I've probably only got about half an hour, and that's me done for the night. I try and keep what I do a couple of hours in the evening, but it soon eats into you what time you've got filming, and like I say, it's trying to not make this go crazy for time, but I'm also trying to do it so you can see. I don't want to just go, oh, I'm doing this, oh there you go, they're finished kit, because I don't think that's what my channel's about. It's just doing the bits and pieces that you don't really get to see. So and also so I've stuck the wheels on the back. The sound channel is semi in place at the moment. I've got to redo how I've put it on because I'm tired using the rope to put it on. And some nice chap on the Facebook group has done his Jeep, and I nearly got it right. The trouble is this: when you see a photo, you think, "Oh, that looks cool," on an original what somebody else has done on their Jeep, and then you go, "Oh, I can't find that photo again. I should have saved it, but I didn't." So yeah, so we're just going to wait for that to dry a minute, and then I shall be back. So yeah, I'm back. So what I'm using is this is on the, I think this is on their British set, but it says it's AK 11058 decomposed flesh, which is basically, if you put this and Iraqi sand together, it's virtually the same colour. So you can use either. I've got this out because I've got it. It's what I already had out, and I've used on the base coat for some of the bags that I've done. So these are 3D scan. These are 3D scan bags. So they're the little satchels, and that's obviously, I didn't bother with the straps because by the time you scan it, then scale it down, it's really flimsy and you can't bend it around things. So that's the same base coat. I know it looks slightly different, but that's how to wash over the top. So we're just going to top these off, let them dry, then we can fit them. Yeah, we'll just let them dry off, and that gives them a base coat on the sides and everything, so when you put them on, not so much repainting to do. It will just be like a couple washes and highlight here and there. That'll look quite nice. And then I suppose we have to see how we're getting on for time for the video. I'd like to get the guns in place. They are painted to a point. So I matte coated them black. I've just given them a slight dry brush with dark iron and painted it around here with white. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be white. That's supposed to be white, or it's supposed to be a stony colour, like a browny, light browny grey. Some photos show it as a light browny grey. I don't know. I'm not sure why it's that colour either. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments, please. It'd be muchly appreciated. So yeah, so they've got to be dry brushed with some other metallics to bring them out, and a little bit of woodwork done. I've been working on some bits on the side which are getting there slowly. I might repaint this, I'm not too happy with the colour. It's sort of like well, it's like a bit IKEA-ish. I don't know yet. I put a sand over a black base and it sort of kept it a really weird colour, so I might redo them. But that's here or there, and I'm not really worried if I do or I don't at the moment. But yeah, so let's let this dry, and then we'll get back to fitting them onto the bonnet. Ah, they're dry, they're dry. It's not tomorrow yet either. Hey! I don't know why, because we'll be another step closer to the weekend if it is. But yeah, so a bit like a weird plan to do this, isn't it? So basically we got to stick these to this either side. So I need to pull some of these out slightly anyway. So that one. Now what I'm going to do for this one, I'm going to stick that one that way, that one that way, and then stick the, oh sorry, that way, back to front to each other, like that. I'm going to stick them together, like so, there. So stick them together there, and then I'm going to stick them in between there. only because I think it might have, should out. I'm just going to do that. I'm trying to do this in camera and not do things like that. Let me know if it happens to you guys. Or does it just happen to me on camera? That one that way, that one that way, that way. Now we're back after a bit of drying time as usual, and a few little repairs. I had to put the nuts and bolts on, or whatever they're supposed to be, rivets or something. We come back and we've got repairs. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a wash of a darker on the straps for a minute. Now this is that British uniform base, which is more of a, I'd just say it's just like a really dark coffee top, one of those. It's a I've gone mad. I'm telling you, I'm going mad. It's like a dark, it's like toffee sort of colour. If you look at that, sort of like weird colour. So we'll thin this out. I'm only doing it with water, I'm not doing anything. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go over . So a quick swap over. Just going to do the straps here and here. You might not see that one because I've got to try and move the camera while doing this, but same thing again. Like magic, gone. I put the straps on the guns. So I don't know if I showed you these. So they were just sprayed matte black, and then with a bit of old iron, gently dry brushed. They're not done yet, so I've not gone crazy with them. And it's a 3D printed ammo thing. But I've done the straps the same way I did the straps on the jerry cans. So after all that, left a little while. Well, it was quite nice. Went off and had a parsley for dinner, so it's really. We are now going to have a smaller brush. Just grab two brushes because they're stuck together. Always a bonus. Two for the price of one. So we've still got some of the base coat we used in there. All we're going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the top. paint our buckles in black. So just painting the buckles in on here on the tops. I've also got the gear stick. Sorry, wrong way. I've also got the gear stick to do, so I shall do that now. I'll do it off camera because I'll be leaning in and all you'll see is my head anyway, so I'm just going to get those painted. That's all our buckles done. A bit of black in a few extra places. Like the gear sticks, our seats are in. I think these will be black actually, not sure. But let me just pop this off of this stand. Oh, it's getting actually easier now. So this is where we are. I'll zoom back out a minute. No, wrong way. I do that all the time, guys. So this is where we are with our straps and our seats. Obviously the back seat. So we're near the home run. So I think we're down to metallising and getting the guns done, and maybe sticking on a few odds and bods, like a few bags and stuff like that, that I've been doing quietly. So yeah, guys, for this week, that's probably us. I know it seems to have been probably a long video for what it is. It's just trying to get everything covered so you can see it really. Because of the size of the Jeep, everything just seems to take so long. But yeah, so that's us for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this video or you're building along, please like and subscribe. Helps the channel loads, lets me know you're enjoying it. And until next week, when we should finish this off next week. Well, I'm saying we should, we will.